Okay, time to finish 7 point. I don't think there's a lot left. Unless there's a trial. I don't know if there will be one, but if there is, then that'll probably be the last thing. Yeah. I don't think there's a trial. Is there a trial in 6.1? I don't think there was. I forgot. I don't think there is a trial in 7.1. There we go. In 6.1, I mean. Because Ashdal's Legacy or whatever was 6.1, and then Troya and Barbaricia were 6.2, I think. Okay. You're learning about the Hetzaru way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share. But rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I arrived at them myself. Our Hetzo provide us something that we use in medicines, poultices and soap, to drive away pests and to sustain our fires. What is it? Probably medicines, poultices. Yes, probably like. Both horns and hooves have cores of bone, and we use all of these materials, yet primarily as temples, instruments, and the like. It's not quite the answer I was looking for. I was thinking originally fat. That's not like meat, and organ meat would be the closest thing. Not quite. Dung? Really? Dung? Shit. Alright. Alas, not quite. Meat and organs both can be made into delicious fare, and our neighbors are often glad to trade for them. They do have certain medicinal uses as well, but they aren't fit for all the purposes mentioned in my question. Yeah, I guess so. How do you turn poop into medicines, poultices, and soap? Oh, okay. Sounds like there's a story there, but okay, wait, they were all wrong? What? Sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed. Wait. Oh, it is the correct. Sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. I read that incorrectly first. We've discovered myriad uses for Ronic chips over the years, each a boon to our way of life. When there is a need, our Hetzo always provide. Alright. I know city folk aren't squeamish about dung. Oh, sorry, are squeamish about dung. But you can't deny generations of results. I won't ask that you march across the plains and fill a sack of it, only that you keep an open mind about our customs. Okay. Coupled sorrow. This won't do. The wind will go right through it, and me without my needle and sinew. There you go. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up this covering now. The covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Unfortunately, the Ronic hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. Ronic hide's sturdiness. Oh, Ronic hide's sturdiness makes it an excellent material for clothing and shoes as well. Of all the many gifts our Hetzo bestow, it's the most versatile. I don't know how we'd get along without it. Pocket of Hetzo. Jesus Christ, that eye doesn't blink. Blink, motherfucker. I'm afraid I've finished with my tasks for the time being, but since you're eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, then you likely already know the Ronik are our Hetzo, our guides that we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands, with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hetzo must also part with half our number. You may think it's a strange and stressful custom, but over the years it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as people. This too is the wisdom of Hetzo. One more tidbit for you. When the herd splits and we part with our kin, we exchange a wish to meet again wheresoever we are guided. Tsepya Ashis Ahetsaro Neheon. You're here to help? Well then, why don't I show you how to care for Ronik's coat? Go ahead and run your fingers through it, gently now. Alright. As you stroke the Ronik's coat, you note that many portions are shaggy and tangled. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job. Mind you, a comb of the type you're used to would just get lost in the tangle, like it's not. Fur brush. The fluffiest of Ronik. They are indeed very fluffy. Oh wait, I want to look at the fluff. It's fluffy. Oops, I didn't read that. Ah, Shepetto sent a Ronik brush with you. Did he? How'd like him? Now, just run it through one little patch at a time, gently now. You dutifully brush the Ronik until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much tidier now, though the same cannot be said for your clothes, which have quite a new coat of their own. Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be much more comfortable in the afternoon heat, and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries should the need arise. After admiring your work, you try and fail to brush the fur off yourself. The Ronik creep. You should come back during shedding season. It's a sight to behold. But thanks to the Hetzo's prodigious coats, we never want for clothing and blankets. I do wish after you finish MSQ, finish the 7.0 or like the 0.0 quests. These I don't want to say fetch quests, but these like non-battle quests. I wish you could just do at a lower level and then get more XP from that. But alas, smell of the grass in the wind, which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, and with the horns of a Ronik to boot. Hey, that's racism. I have to wonder how Valkona is getting along. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. I always like seeing racial dialogue like that. It's cute. I wonder what the other ones are. Or if there are other ones. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Ronik, and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how was your own work? Have you anything to share? It's our life revolves around the Ronik, but in turn, people receive all they need. The Ronik are treasured members of this community as important as family. I mean, they're both. I would say this one. Why not? This one seems more from the heart, so to speak. Indeed, the Ronik provide for the Hetzeru, and in turn the Hetzeru are good to the Ronik, just as family should be. Mine is not the only way. What? Mine is not... Sorry. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. Sorry. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Ronik, as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are in service of the people of Thrall, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetzo are concerned. I'm glad to hear that, Valkona. You're welcome among our herd anytime. Oops. Spell speed, direct hit determination. Let's go with crit debt. Crit debt is probably... Oh, I mean, yeah. Debt. I don't even know how much it's worth. I just assume it's more than 500. Even if it's not, you can probably use it for shitty-ass prog. Oh my god, is he gonna adopt a Ronin? Kona, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetzo. They nourish the Hetzeru as they grow and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Ronik are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they may thrive. The Hetzeru would never cage them, and neither should we. Control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Ronik's once favored grazing ground. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. Not just the Ronik, the birds and the field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they looked to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides. Though the Hetzeru would have surely put 2 and 2 together, were the cause geological, I measured the area's ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. Hello, wait. How you doing? A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. A large animal, perhaps? What do you think? Yeah, what do you think, Kona? Smarty pants? Given where we are, I believe we're dealing with a powerful beast. A predator, perhaps, given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. It couldn't be a Churuhetsu. Churuhetsu? Ronek Reaver in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetsu in the night is another evocative one. Just chillin'? Yeah, same. Just chillin'. Haven't done the MSQ in a while, so want to finish it before 7.2 comes out. Runa can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Churuhetsu. Their scales are tough. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. Adamant as a material. Let's see. Adamantine rather than adamant. Adjective. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in the area. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far away from home, and its pack both. In any case, I believe the source of the Ronik's consternation is clear, as is our next move. We must drive this reaver away, and they might return to their grazing lands in peace. Oh, he has a little Kefkiwa thing on his bag now. That's cute. They're called. I don't remember what. Never fear. We'll make certain that the beast threatens you no more. Little Kefkiwa. Do I get to see Erinville? I want to see Erinville's little Kefkiwa keychain. Erinville, there you are. Oh, it's so cute. Who's playing the flute here? You know, it's impressive to play without putting your mouth. Those Ronek Reavers must have a hefty set of teeth, but I'm not worried. I fought worse. A powerful creature behaving unusually. Left to its devices, it may well become a Tural Vidral. We must attend to it ere that happens. Okay, Kona, let's go. Whatever the fuck this is. The Ronek Reaver is a clear threat to our local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. It won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made its proper preparations, and if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it may be found. Alright. Oh wait, hold on. Did it just say that it was recommended 730 gear? Why the hell would you recommend, like, best in slot eye level? The hell?
Help! Help! Hetsu is coming this way! It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
It is Ronek. Okay, cool. Been pronouncing it.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
And after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
Oh, it
I
was
suggest you remain
who
here
said
to
Ronek.
attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
American accent jump scare.
Make haste.
Oh,
We
it's
must
sync
protect the
to
Ronek.
7:30. Okay, that makes more sense.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Search for the Ronek. Can I mount? Nope. No. I do love the music in Six Pack.
There they are.
Except the main theme. I'm not a fan of the main theme, but everything else is good.
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
Give them a little pet. Oh, they're shaking in fear. Oh. Snuffle.
That herd should be all right. Let's look for stragglers.
Search for Ronek.
The Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind.
No child left behind. Run! Oh, I see.
There must be something up ahead. Come! There!
These are no match for the likes of us.
Ah, that's what the Stratoraptors
In a panic is clearly an understatement.
They kind of look like Murlocs.
More are coming.
Horned lizards. Alpha alligator.
You're mine.
Pet ads, okay.
All or nothing then.
Will the ads matter? Yes, actually, the ads do matter. Okay. Oh, never mind. No, they don't matter. Of course. Why would they matter? Why would they matter in a fucking saloon view? How foolish of me.
It seems that
What am
did
I
the
getting?
trick.
Stutters. Oh?
For the fodder at least. But where's...
What is that sound? Okay. My US port dying? Oh jeez, what the fuck is that?
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs.
I'll fix it after this fight.
That's a Ronek Reaver, and no mistake.
There! Flat one there!
Damn, just bounces off the crystals? Alright.
Not so fast!
Even should it cost me my life.
I will save the head soul!
Kona, are you all right?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety!
Here we go.
There. You've nothing to fear.
Glad I
Right. Let's finish
went
the
to fix
job.
it during the cutscene, because the cutscene went on longer. Right. Other than I thought. Went on longer than I thought.
I made a vow to our people.
You shall plague them no longer! You'll find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Damn it! Not even a scratch.
I need some time to think, will you?
There we go. I think I did my opener completely correctly there.
And I will find it.
And snare.
Keep it busy.
Shit.
I
Okay.
need
I
time.
fucked up.
Right. Go for the legs.
Oh, I can't cleave it? Alright. Oh, forgot to press that. What in the fuck? Fine. That's there. That was faded.
Now we just have to keep it in.
Get thinking, Kona.
It's dealing so little damage that I'm
Current of ether.
thinking that it
Whence does it flow?
literally doesn't matter right now. Oh, yeah. Okay. Probably just save like 2 minutes. Well, that's the spell. I'll just keep it rolling.
I got it!
You now. Ah!
One well-placed piercing round to the chest, and... You're done for! That stemmed the flow of protective ether.
Oh, it's on a 30-second? Oh dear god, this is atrocious. This is cursed as fuck. Battle Litany in 10 seconds?
Fine with me.
Oh god, this is so fucking cursed. Battle Litany now? Oops. Wasn't really paying attention to me. There. Alright. Didn't get hit. That's good. Ugh. Wasted my feint earlier. Their call.
You must disperse that ether ere the reaver recovers it.
Walking in them? Okay, yeah.
This is going to hurt.
This is enraged, but not for me. I'm sorry, was that a 100? How what was that fucking Dark Cross?
We did it.
Oh no, Kona, your
Are
glasses.
they?
The Ronek have all made it to Mehua. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats. But the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
What?
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, Vow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetzo.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most. It might
Nice.
work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad. without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now.
Oh my god, is this what
I
drove
had come as a
Kona's
traitor
parents?
to the camp in Lozeni Hetta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozeni Hetta. That's where the Pelu Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronak. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature.
Oh, what a coincidence
Well
that this
distracted, I
guy
heard one cry,
perfectly remembers
"Save our
his parents.
son! Save the Hetzel!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Rodak thunder. I ran and ran. And as the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronak and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
Or fucking Reaver Chow, bro.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself.
I can't believe that this is what you're implying. Holy shit, what a revelation.
I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see. They did
The pads of his
abandon me.
glasses aren't...
They were trying to keep me safe.
I know that's like the smallest issue ever, but... it's it.
I've wasted so much time
I guess 'cause
resenting them. When in truth,
they don't have
gave me everything I have
ear.
today.
They don't have human ears, so it's not like they can
It is
support it
thanks to them that I live to
On-
know the warmth of family,
on the ears, so they just put a
even
stick,
after they were
there.
gone.
probably wrap around. Excuse me.
And now that I am Dawn servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Listening to this music just makes me want to read part of the plus just oops, that's not something I meant to click, but whatever. You made felling that tour Hetzo look easy. On behalf of the Hetzo, I thank you. If Val Kona counts among his family, then he's part of it. Certainly got more than we bargained with. More than we bargained for when we set out to solve our railroad conundrum. I can't imagine how Kona must be. That Reaver. I don't suppose it was. You don't suppose it was the same one that. Class is still. Oh, they are. To know that the Hetzo are safe is. Yet, would it be wrong to hope that protecting them would also avenge my parents? It is the least I owe to them for all this time. But I thank you for standing by me as Dawn Servant and as the oft imperfect man of that mantle. Now let us return our attention to the matter that we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the Ronic staying strength in their favored raising, and obtained the tools the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle as it were. That whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, but not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the animals themselves. Thumbs up. Let's return to Shaloni Station and begin work on it. Balika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. Reasonably ready, I know that. I always carry a spare pair of spectacles. Odd. As it can be difficult to find replacements outside the city. You wouldn't believe how many I went through the rite of succession. A variety of artisans from across Tyrol have come to assist with the railroad, so I foresee no difficulty in creating the whistle that Kona proposed. You look pleased about something. Good news to the railroad, I hope. So the Ronin are avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. And Val Kona's not too bad himself. What with his whistle idea? Sit tight. We'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Sit tight. Yes, no, I don't want to sit tight. Run around. Ow.
We're ready to go.
We're ready to go. Yeehaw.
Whoa! She looks as good as new.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through our paces.
Yeehaw.
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Now, to test our whistle.
Hope it makes it funny.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
Oh, that's boring. Just a generic ethereal sound.
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
Works.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like. Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
I expect the Reaver gone, the Ronik gradually return to their. I don't see so many approaching their tracks. It's good to see that the whistle will be effective in the time, however. Now anyone will be able to come and go from the dome as they please. Can't wait to spread the word in Alexandria. With that, I believe our work here is done. Fine people of Shaktaral railing and take it from here. Folks that Valcona brought in to help rebuild the railroad have already returned home, but I hope we can give them a ride. Hope we can give them a ride someday. For a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shaloni, then the continent. Watch out, Shaktaral, here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamachi? Won't be as I once envisioned, but perhaps someday we can take that train journey to Yasulani together. Crossroads. So this is the last patch. Oops. It's possible that Shill's made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shill, what do you have her working on? Ulja's mother. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. If Kivo we met may have only been a simulacrum, but may have only been a simulacrum, memory was real. I needn't search for what she left behind, as she left it with me. I will carry it always, right there on his bag. Speaking of things you're carrying, hey, someone noticed. Is that a teeny tiny Kefkiwa? What? No. It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it as good a souvenir as any. Whatever you say, for whatever it's worth, for what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for some time. See if there is aught to do for the people there. Much has changed, though. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. Let's just back to some time. You must be exhausted. Shall I nip out for an energy tonic? Yes, please. Zeralja was conducting secret research in Uayaweta. I have some memories of the place from my childhood. You're back. Wouldn't want to keep Ulja here waiting any longer than necessary. Aaronville is wearing his Kefkiwa. That makes me happy. Looks like we arrived at a good time. A simple yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. While Shale has nearly finished processing the data, we'll be able to share her findings with us imminently. Stola! I'm interrupting something, I gather. Why, Stola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate in the sky deep cenote for now. I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electrope. Shale Ishtola Yuri? I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we're done here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. I see. That's probably where we're headed with 7.2. I haven't watched the trailer yet. Maybe I'll do that after this.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Teishulja herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
I'm ready for the most traumatizing, horrifying thing
please.
Ever imaginable by a living.
Several audio files will now play in sequence.
Several audio files will now play in sequence.
My name is Teishulja, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
that and that.
Officially I am, was, a Chirurgeon with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuliolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life. When the dawn appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander.
Did she rape him?
How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength. His unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him.
Okay, it's kind of goofy with the eyes facing two different.
From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him.
I can't.
His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire.
Yo, girls fucking.
Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If you could see him, embrace him. Surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
I genuinely can't tell how or
He's
when
your
they would have
son.
fucked.
No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
Memory on.
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family.
Sure. Yeah.
Can you look at shouting for me? The research hasn't been going well, but I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where I do.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamachi. Father and Mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try. I can't tell if I'm happier now.
Probably
But
not.
it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Wait, how did the glasses attach to my... It's a mystery. What a mess. If the dome had not appeared, Teshelja's tale would have been very different. Yet whether or not she would have been happier, I cannot say. You may find it hard to believe, but until the right of succession, Zeralja was always a good brother to me. Always. And I thought that Papa was the best father anyone could ask for. I don't want to think the time we spent together as a family was a lie, but by the same token, bitterness my brother harbored was old too. It's okay. I wanted to know more about my parents, and now I do. I don't regret it. I have Lamachi and Kona and you, tap it. I'm not lonely now. Oops. Teshelja left written records as well. Compile them for Ulja. Perhaps something in them will be of comfort. No matter how brave a face Ulja puts on, I expect it will take him time to... He's a strong one though. You needn't worry too much. I leave such a record, you ask? I cannot be certain, but I believe Teshelja simply wanted someone to know how she felt. Understand? It's better to know. Profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be. Ulja is indeed wise beyond his year. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. It's fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole... Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. Heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Ghoul. If you remember one thing, remember. Now then, having shared what I can at the present, I'm ready to head to living memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies along the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much more to attend to. For now, farewell. One wouldn't know it to look at them, but Shiel and Stola are birds of a feather. Forgeable, restless feather. I'll stick around for a while. Let me know if you need me. Is Shiel gonna be alright out there? The whole time she was working on this data, I never saw her take a break. With the railroad ready, I'd like to get some idea of how many returnees we can expect before heading back to Tuliolal. Twins have yet to return. Everything is alright. A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet the reaction's the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliolal were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? So we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at Lay Node 9. I'm as surprised as you are. Everyone was keen to pack their bags before, but now that the journey is possible, they can't be bothered. Perhaps we will venture out for a bit ourselves. Now that the railroad's working again, much easier to visit Tuliolal. It'd be nice to see Kona again as well. I've asked Geo to fill me in on all that has happened in the dome of late. If I hear anything of interest, I'll be sure to pass it on. We're so nervous about remaining in Alexandria, I cannot help but wonder what prompted this sudden change of heart. There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first. It's going to be the hook into 7 point.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Sphene has returned from the dead.
Have you heard? Someone was
What?
killed in the Thunder Yards.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the Ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone.
More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only
A pretty
of how
interesting
we might
premise.
die.
Society of people who have never known death.
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
This is not real.
What?
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever. You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live, not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
All of us shall be made endless. I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people.
I mean, she's not wrong there.
Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
So how about that weird hourglass key that's in my pocket, eh? Can we take that out real quick? See if anything funky's going on with it?
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
Where's Praxis Park? Resolution. Where even is the place they put the shit? Not access, whatever. I don't even have anything right now. I can't even begin to think about what could be going on. Queen Sphene has returned? How? But the Meso Terminal. What does she propose we create? We must contact Y'shtola as soon as possible. Seriously, what was that? Sphene was erased. She's back, then are the Endless? There's not to report yet, but we have all eyes and ears out in Everkeep. You saw Sphene with your own eyes then, so it wasn't someone else. We've heard about the Queen of Reason's proclamation. The rumors spread through the district like wildfire. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sphene. It should have been destroyed when the meso-terminal was down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness. Presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, it is no surprise that they would choose to believe that she's alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. It's as if their memories had simply been erased. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators. But by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being in that guise, even if someone suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on our side. We need to find out who she is. Yeah, no shit. While I agree wholeheartedly, avoid drawing more attention than we already have. You must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. Well, I fucking knew it. Oh, it's just Bola.
Where am I?
Is that Sphene? Like, real ass Sphene? Was she spit out as, like, the real Sphene?
My people. Are they safe?
Was she, like, spit back out as, like, a real person? The AI shut down? I'm thinking.
Why am I?
Why am I alive? Why am I human? In the fear of death, turned a queen reborn. To learn. All right. What is 7.2? I admit that I am intrigued. I'm intrigued. She also said she left this machine running to process more of the data from the field station. Is that? Pity Stola was not present for Sphene's return. Cursory glance at the imposters. There would have doubtless been enough to confirm our suspicions beyond a doubt. So what happens if I go to living memory right now? Do we have too little information to draw any useful conclusions as yet? I dare say the Queen of Reason's behavior henceforth will be illuminated. Yeah, I assume that they won't. But I gotta check, right? Also, I love the music in the so fuck it. Interesting. Very interesting. What are these guys called again? Outrunner? That's not the right. saying that the flower, I guess because foliage is not died. It's like light show on. It's crazy how big this zone is now that I'm at it. I'm guessing it's near along where probably like right here. I don't think I've really taken time to fly around since the end of MSQ. To gardens. Is this week? It's coming, or is it? $14th. Wait, what? No. Oh, that was the live letter. That makes sense. Oh. 25th. It's next week. That's all. I want to do MSQ. $39.30. Sell for $79.98. Jeez. Well, I was right about. Okay, that is not so much. Okay, I still sell for. Right. Butter. It's just decent. Maybe set this. IDs on it. Yeah, nah. Isn't the skier? I don't really. Oh. Hold on there. P. Is it 1? Is it 10%? It's 10%. That much. I don't really care about that. I want to do now. Honestly, no. Yeah. Right. Just a short little stream and finish up MSQ. I think that's good. That's good. Okay. Quests I have. Oh, for Viper, Jazz. Yeah, right. Finish up MSQ today. Oh. See me when you see me.